off.
Coach Rhodes, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And coaches, we're excited, or I'm excited to be with you tonight. I appreciate you joining. I am Coach Clint Schumacher in Dallas, Texas. I'm a youth and 8th grade middle school football coach. I last season coached a 4th grade I was the head coach of a 4th grade team that'll be moving up to 5th grade, and was the offensive and defensive line coach for the 8th grade team at Trinity Christian Academy in Addison, Texas. I've coached kids that range from the 1st grade through the 8th grade, but like most of you, I am not a full-time coach. I'm a volunteer coach, a part-time coach. I do it, as probably many of you do, because you love it. It's my passion, and to me, it's the most impactful ministry that I have. I really enjoyed pulling together the materials for you tonight, and I hope that you'll get something out of them. In 1999, a movie came out called The Matrix, a science fiction movie, and the lead character was a computer programmer named Neo. And Neo believed that there was something else that was out there. As we come to find out in the movie, he was living in a constructed make-believe world. And he runs into a gentleman named Morpheus in that world. And Morpheus gives him a choice. He told Neo he could take a blue pill and remain in a constructed dreamlike world, or he could take a red pill and start to see the world as it really existed. And I am now pulling up my slide deck so I can share that with you. Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, and the red pill and the blue pill. And what Morpheus said was, if you take the red pill, you can go back to the world that you're used to, this constructed world that you're comfortable with, or, and I'm sorry, that was if he took the blue pill, or if you took the red pill, you could come into another world where you could see and understand the matrix, the constructed world that was all around them. And coaches, I'll share with you tonight that I remember exactly where I was when I took the red pill as it concerns coaching youth football. It was June of 2013. And I was sitting in the coffee shop in the Vidara Hotel in Las Vegas. I was getting ready for my first season as a head coach in a tackle program, and I was still on Central Time, and there's not many people awake eating breakfast in Las Vegas at 6 in the morning Las Vegas time. So I had the place to myself, drinking a cup of coffee, getting ready for the season. The year before, I had been an assistant coach coaching the offensive line, and was struggling to figure out how to teach my linemen who to block. I had always played and coached in a numbers-based scheme, but like Neo, I believed that there had to be something better out there, some easier way to coach kids who to block, where to block, and how. So I Googled something very simple, youth football blocking scheme, and from that search, I found Coach Dave Caesar's website, Winning Youth Football. And to me, as I was devouring that information, it was suddenly like seeing the Matrix for the very first time, and understanding that what winning coaches do differs from what their competitors do, and it sets their team apart. And from that search, not only had I found an easy set of blocking rules, but I had found a system that could start to separate us from the pack. And having now seen that world around me that I didn't know existed, the Matrix, as they would call it in the movie, it set off an odyssey for me, where I started consuming as much information as I could in an effort to become the very best coach that I could be. And what I've done tonight is I've tried to pull together 10 things that I've learned, 10 concepts from excellent coaches, some football coaches, some other coaches, that I want to share with you, and then some very practical suggestions from our program on how we implement some of these things. So perhaps from this tonight, you can find something you can take back to your program to help you be a little more successful than you were or have been in previous seasons. So with that, the very first concept I want to share with you is from Urban Meyer. He has written a great book called Above the Line. And in that book, one of the things he says is culture eats strategy for breakfast.